Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, future people. Slacks, Judd, Leonard. There's two of me. Do you see two of me? Oh, oh, two of Leonard. Oh, it's used two. Oh, dos Leonards. All right. It's February 5th at 6:40 a.m. It's Saturday. Welcome to the stream. I'm just waking up. I had a late night. Let me show you guys what I did recently. Here you go. This. So, editing a level. As you do this, you can see the numbers change. Come on, baby. There it is. Right. Yeah. Handy, convenient, right? Now I don't have to go through the level going, how many people do I have in here? I can just see. I've got 3 and 10 coins. There's part of me that's kind of OCD about making the number of coins and the number of people be certain numbers, which I didn't have this tool, and I didn't make the original levels, but like, let's just pick a random level. 65 coins. I'm like, come on, maybe we should tone that down a little bit. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think I don't know. We'll see. Either I need to tone that down a little bit or add way more to the other levels. It's like this, I think, is very cute. It's an arrow. Right? A breadcrumb trail. A reward. What is this colliding with? Oh, man. How come every time I open the editor, I find a new bug? Yeah, it's colliding with the arrow. What a weird thing. Every single time I open the editor, I find a new bug. Never make a level editor, right? That's the lesson. It's this. They're colliding with this, it looks like, which is... the heck is that? Oh, it's in here. It's this. That should be okay. Pick up. Maybe colliding with too many things. Oh, God. You can see this is too early in the morning for me because I don't know what's wrong. Your cat been how to open cabinet doors. Bam! What the hell was that? Stupid cat. Go to sleep. Bam! What is this happening? I don't use this code anywhere. Can't use get node with absolute paths from outside the active scene tree. What? Whatever. All right, let's say I change that. Why it doesn't need the mask, I don't think. And I think I can still add arrows. Drag them around, yep. Okay. It just didn't need the mask. Didn't need the mask bit set. I would say, what are the odds of me finding a bug on the very, just a demo? I'm loading this level randomly and I found a bug immediately. What are the odds? And of course, the odds are great because my game is just full of bugs, right? It's just full of them. I don't know if that's true. All right, fixed. First commit of the day. What a warm up. Haven't had any coffee yet. Barely have any water. It's like this one only has one person and 12 coins, which seems okay, but one person feels low. I think I would like to add more people to more levels. I'm gonna have to go through all these. And I have a scene that summarizes all of them. That's this guy. Right? This one's 27 people, but most of them are dead. This is where gravity wells are introduced, but then I don't use them for another while, right? That's a problem. One here, then nothing for a long time, then 9 of them. Right? Bunches and bunches. And I need to fill in this space with more gravity wells, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Tons and tons of coins, then nothing here, nothing here, nothing on these. And people. Ones and twos. Here's 6. 27. I understand that one. That was a story kind of a level. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I think I want at least 3 on every level. So these ones that have 1 and 2, I need to add a few more. And then these ones that have 0, I want to add 3 at least. So I'll have to go through that at some point. Let me take the screenshot of this and then put that into a ticket. Um, um, add more, no, balance, add balance, rebalance people, and pickups in S1. Hey. Yeah, I lose them sometimes visually. Might be nice to be able to select all of a type. That could be nice. Look, it looks like they changed the interface for this a little bit. Oh no, they didn't. It's just because my window is a different size. Yeah, like if I had let's look at the level. Like if you clicked one of these, it would take you to all of the different ones of that. Excuse me. Yeah, if those were buttons. Yeah, that could be cool. That would be neat. I don't want to do that right now, though. Let's not do that right now. I want to try and actually get through making these levels. Yeah, so let's work on the levels. Let's work on levels for a little bit. I don't think I have anything else on here that I need to do right now. There's this. Choose a release date. We'll do this today too. I think we're on track. Let's do a little level work and then we'll talk about this. All right, I think I finished Wheel of Death. Bop, 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 through here, da, da, da. Get the fuel, do, 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 do. This room is actually pretty fun with these things. 3 little dudes to rescue down here. This room locks when you go in, unlocks when you've defeated all the enemies. Get this little dude, some fuel reward. Go in here. The door locks. Bunch of stuff in here. Maybe, I dare say, too much stuff perhaps, but we'll see. And then the door unlocks, get some more fuel. You have this thing now. Up through here, which is semi-difficult. Final challenge, defeating these guys, and then out. Let's play it real quick. I haven't been able to make it through this without dying, so I've never gotten an S on this one. Did I miss a coin? I got it. Okay. Wasting fuel now. I know fuel is tight on this level. camera move. Go get these guys. He's always hungry. This guy too. There's no food in space. Right? Alright, get him. Get the gas. Whoa. That was hairy. This is very tricky. Woo. I think I might make it out of this in one piece. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Oh, that was a bad asteroid. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna throw him through there, so I can come back and get this coin and get the S rank. It is possible to do. All right. Very difficult. Why do you blow up fuel depots? Because they're the enemy. We learned how to hack enemy fuel depots and steal their fuel. But of course, we're not going to leave them behind for the enemy to use. That would be crazy. Yeah, exactly, fracking toasters. So say we all. Alright, let's try this one now. I think this one's pretty done as well. Bum, 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 bum. This one's just straight down, straight up. All business. I think there might be a bug in this level where I'm not sure what'll happen if do this first and then try and get the thing. I think it'll end up being closed even though there's a thing on the thing. I don't know. We'll just see. Even though there's a thing on the thing. That's technical. Oops. I choose you. It's one. There's two. Gates open. Plenty of fuel. Okay, that one was not as difficult. But we're looking at 180 seconds. So the bug that I was thinking of, let's try and do that bug. What if I put one of these on here first? And when I say bug, I'm not sure I mean bug. It's not a technical bug, it's just a design issue. Yeah. So then what? You're like, what? What does this even do? Off of there. Do it again. But how are you supposed to know that, right? So if you're a player and you're doing this in a different order, you're going to have a bad time. I want to make sure... Well, let's see. This signals this thing to close. This signals this thing to open, but only when the box goes on or off. Only when an event happens, right? I could say that this box, a box on here triggers the activation event over and over and over again. I don't think I like that idea. So, solve it with level design. How would you do it? You would put these boxes someplace else. I think doing something like this makes sense. Let's do that. So, I've already got a neat little cubby over here. Let's just do that. We'll put these in there. And we'll put a laser gate right there. And when you get this, it will open that. So you can't do them in the other order now. You have to get this first, which opens that. Oh, I did play from start. Shortcut. I can't get in there. But I can try and get this. And then it shows me the gate closing. And then it would be foolish to try and get up there. There's nowhere to go with it, right? But I might try. Players might try. And then they'll be like, well, now what? And then they'll see that and be like, do I put this on there? By this point in playing, a player should know better. This might actually work. I'm not sure. Kind of works. I could make it so that it activates the door as well. I mean, right now the pressure plates are sensitive to cargo boxes only, but there's no reason that they can't be sensitive to other things. So maybe a player would do something goofy like this. Let me show you something else. So like, you see this. This takes a reactor core, right? And it'll open this gate. But look, I can put myself in there too. So if you've lost the reactor core, you can still get out. So maybe I should actually make this sensitive to the player and the reactor core and not just cargo boxes. Let's see what that would take. Fueling up and then destroying the gas station. Savage. Yes. It is savage, maybe. But they were asking for it. Development's going great today. I'm starting to wake up. I'm just doing a little warm up here. I'm already out of my first this is 16 ounces of water. I need to go get a refill. Wouldn't that remove the need for the cargo box, though? It wouldn't, because if you have the if you put the reactor core on the cargo platform and it opens the gate, then as soon as you take the reactor core off of the platform, it'll close the gate again. You need to find something else that can stay there. It's like a pressure plate. Let's close all of these. And let's open platform cargo. And then this thing. This thing collides with player. Is cargo box considered the player? Excuse me. It's considered an enemy. How does this even work? How Does this even work? It's on the player layer and collides with the player. But cargo boxes... Oh, cargo boxes also collide with the player. Okay. That's kind of weird. I mean, it makes sense they collide with the player, but why would I call this the player? Like, why would I have done that? Maybe because it's not another good layer to put it on. I mean, I kind of think it should be an enemy, first of all, not player. What is this? That's a structure. I guess this doesn't make sense that it would be enemy either. This is just a detection area. And these are the default collisions. And it collides with... It is a player layer. So boxes will collide with it. And the player will collide with it. Right. And the reactor generator, I think, will interact with it as well. Yeah. Okay, so if I don't change anything here except the code, yeah, I could have this be... All right, let's do this. Let's say, man, I am fuzzy-headed right now. Cargo box, player, generator. What am I looking for? Find as. I think that's what I want. If that. Right? Okay, so if I go in here, it detected me, and then I leave. It doesn't detect me anymore. So that works now. Which is fun. And then it should detect this as well. Right, so as a player, I'm playing this, and I don't know what I'm doing. And I come up here, and I'm like, oh, what do I do? Well, look, there's an arrow. Maybe I'll just throw this up there. Huh. Whoa. Try that again. Ah. I'm having such a hard time with this. It's that alarm. The alarm is like messing with me. Get in there. Right? So I can get it in there, and I'm like, all right, now I can go. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I need it over here. Oh no. What do I do? What do I do? Help me, Sarah. Alright. I think that's fun. That works fun. It's a puzzle, right? You're trying to figure out what do I put there? I need to put something that I can keep there. Where can I find... How can I... Aha! Maybe one of these things will work. Right? This is the player thinking these things, right? I think that could be fun. And then at this point they're like, you know what? I'm never going to make it out of here. I'm out of fuel. I'll have to play this level a second time, and now that I know what I'm doing, I'm going to do it better this time. I'm going to do it so much better. You'll see. You'll all see. See, that'll open the gate, or it'll open that gate up there. But this was better. This is with the intention. Okay. I like that. So, let's commit that. What is this? Undo. Made cargo platforms sensitive to the player and the reactor core. You know what I just realized? I don't need... any of this code. I can just make it sensitive to whatever and control what it's sensitive to with the collision mask. Right? So it'll be sensitive to the player, to enemies, to friends. I could put a people there. Bullets doesn't make sense. Asteroids. Almost makes sense, but no. No, these are walls and stuff. No. Bosses, no. Debris, no. It's temporary. But friends with benefits. Enemies and the player. Yeah, let's try that. Then I don't need that code at all. Let's just put our spawn point down here real quick. Bap. And then for funsies, let's put a drone here. Let's delete you. Let's open this gate. He's on the wrong side of the gate. Alright. Hold on. Yes. Right? You can use these dead drones. You can use your own self. You can use the reactor core. Or you can use cargo boxes. You can use whatever's handy. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. Delete you. Put the missile launcher back. Where's my missile launcher? And then we'll move the start back here again. There's only one start in the level, so wherever I place it, it just deletes the other ones. All right, no coins in this level. Let's add some coins here. 2, 3. I don't know why, but I like putting things in threes. 2, 3. Right, because now you have to, if you want the S rank, you've got to waste a little fuel and get over here. It makes it a little harder to do. Let's put a people here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. $10 coins, 3 people, 3 fuel barrels, 3 cargo platforms, 7 lasers, no gravity wells. That's fine. This level doesn't need a gravity well. All right. That is cargo control. Wheel of Death. Roundabout. I think I finished this one as well. So this one is go through here. There's a bunch of gravity. This one's actually a very challenging maneuvering challenge. Not very many. Well, I mean, there are a fair few enemies, but not overwhelming, right? And only on the way in. And then you have to come out the same way. So I might actually move this one. I think this one maybe first, then Roundabout, then Wheel of Death. Let's play it. The Friends with Benefits layer. So Friends with Benefits are Things that help the player are on the friends layer. Things that are on the friends with benefits layer are things that help the player that also cannot be destroyed. Marolokio, welcome to the chat. Thank you. Makes it seem like the cargo boxes are deactivated drones. I appreciate you closing those gaps. I was definitely going to try and squeeze through. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? I gotta... And there, who knows? Maybe some speedrunner will go, look, if you crash into this thing at just the right angle, you pop out on the other side, and then you can just fly around the level and then to the exit, and you win, and it's 2 seconds long. I think that would be great. But I'm trying my best to prevent that kind of stuff. Thank you, Morrow. Thank you, Morrow. All right, let's play this level. Get you, get you. Yikes, yikes. Oof. All right. That gravity well makes this a little tricky to get through there. Ah! Swing and a miss. Right? And so, like, I'm looking at this level going, I have to come back out this way? Holy crap. Hey, buddy. I'll come get you. See, now at this point, the player's like, oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to come out this way? So you can already start thinking ahead a little bit. We're like, I hope I don't have to come out this way. This thing's turning clockwise, so you have to go through here clockwise. No alternative. Get my little reward. Yep. Oh, gardener. Oh man, we had a gardener, an ice gardener on this planet. I like how those guys forced me to move backwards and waste fuel. Yikes. Alright. Enemy taken care of. Loading up on fuel. Lots and lots and lots. I've got 200 of the coins. I've got 3 of the 3 people rescued. Let's get out of here. And now they're like, oh my god, I have to go all the way back to the entrance? I need to put some more landmarks around that so that it's more obvious that it's the entrance where you started. Oh! Oh wow, I thought I was going to lose it right there. Alright, I can hear the laser. There, I can see it. Let's go. Alright, first challenge. Okay. Successfully negotiated. Oh. Alright, second challenge, okay. Alright. Now what? Alright. The trick here, again, I think is just a little, I know, it's a little upward momentum and then left. And then you need to recontrol it on the other side. 19% fuel. %, fuel, 8% fuel. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. Enough fuel. All right, I need to add more fuel. That felt like a pretty good run right up until I didn't have enough fuel. I made it to here. And the exit is here. I think I want to put this here, right? That way. Yeah. So the player, they'll recognize these shapes. I'm hoping they'll recognize these shapes when they see it. And they'll recognize that that's where they started. Yeah, we'll just see. So I need more fuel in this level. There's you. We could just gas up. That's an extra 500 fuel, which is 50%, which would definitely have done the job. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be very generous with fuel on this level because this is very difficult. And I want the player to be able to get through there. And it may take several attempts. I mean, the player may be sitting here for a while, like thinking, oh God, how am I going to do this? So this is 1,000 units of fuel. This is 1,000 units of fuel now. Let's try one more time. A laser door with fuel for the trip back. Yeah, perhaps. Little fuel caches scattered around here and there. Ah, they got me. Oh, dang it. Oh my God, that thing's heavy. I can barely fly with this thing attached to me. Ah! Oh, I missed one. Up through the roundabout. Dr. Professor. I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. Oh man, those mines have a kick. Whoa. Pirate Soft rating with 237. Holy shit. Hold on a second, guys. We're demoing a level that I'm building. Let me show you the trailer real quick for the game we're working on. Who raided? Who are you people? Where did you come from? Pirate Software. Hey there, Pirate Software. Pirate Software and friends, thank you for joining us. This is Gravity Ace. Gravity Ace is a space game that I'm making with Godot. It's a gravity physics-based shooty game where the goal is to blast your way into an enemy cave system, get their fuel like this, and we're testing a level I'm working on. Getting the fuel, blow up their stuff, and then you have to get these reactor cores. It's showing the camera, showing where you need to get out. It's going to zip back, right? So once you've got these reactor cores, they're very heavy. You get them with your tractor beam, and now you've got to try and get this thing back out in one piece. And it is very fragile, and there are challenges getting it back out. And this thing is all physics-based, so it's a little... Oh my god, it's heavy. And then you have to be a little careful, because it can swing around, and kind of has a mind of its own. This level is called the Roundabout, because of this thingy. I have to try and get through here. I've already blown up all the enemies on the journey in to this cave. So the journey out should be simpler, but now that you're carrying this thing, the flight path out is much more difficult. You see this green ring here is counting down how much fuel I have left. The ship burns fuel when you fire your engine, but if you're just coasting, you don't use any fuel. And so you can kind of use gravity to move you in certain directions. And then you have to be careful. Watch, this thing will swing around. So heavy. And every time you're burning fuel, you can see the number going down, so you're like, it's causing a little anxiety here. Because you don't want to run out. And then I'm going to open that. Oh! Ah! And that happens sometimes. This big thing is a gravity well that changes gravity in its vicinity. So this one's attracting. There are also gravity wells that push. And then once you make it out, you get this awesome game over screen. Reactor lost. Try again. The level editor is built into the game. This is the level editor. So the game ships with a bunch of levels and the level editor, and all the levels in the game were made with the level editor. And wow, just hearing those beeps, man, amazing. And then the level editor lets you do things like draw cave walls. You can carve them out. You can place enemies. Whoops, I put that one in the wrong spot. You can place enemies like lasers and drones and I don't know. These guys, little shooty guys and these guys. Buttons. You can put cameras, delays, wave event, signalers, dialogue editor, right? So there's a dialogue editor in here. Choose who's talking and what they say, and then choices like that. Have that choice go there, and have this choice go here. I don't know what else is in the level editor. That's fun. Enemies, fuel, pick coins that you can pick up, people to rescue, pressure plates, cargo platforms. This is all lock and key stuff. So you can use a button to open a gate. You can use a cargo platform to open a gate. And a cargo platform, you have to put stuff on it, like these boxes. There's patrolling enemies, like this guy patrols between these things. There's mines, there's bosses. This is one of the bosses. Yeah. All kinds of fun stuff. I can do stuff like that. I can do this. Oh, the walls, there's a vertex editor, so I can actually just carve them and make them any shape I want. There's undo and redo. All kinds of fun stuff. All right, I'm going to scroll back through the chat and answer some questions now that I've given a pretty good overview of the game. FS Zendev, thank you for joining. Mountain Roses, thank you. Timmy the Kitten. Tell us about your game, tell us about your game, tell us about your game, tell us about your game. Hugs for Panda. Tell us about your game. Godot. It is indeed Godot. And I'm using Godot and I'm using Linux as well. Looks slick. Thank you. It is Godot. It is GD script. What were you guys working on, Pirate? If you're still here. Or somebody who knows Pirate software. Let me know what you guys were working on. We come from the internet in peace. Thank you. Oh, wow. Subscribe. Sportax77. Thank you for the subscribe. Grungni. That reminds me of The Mandalorian. I almost wanted to call you Grogu. Grungni. You're like Grogu's brother. This is gnarly. I think that means good. Thank you. Solid Splake looks really cool. Thank you. Sick. LV2. Thank you. Draconic Ocelot. Oh my god, that is amazing. Thank you. Roy, is the gravity always straight down? It is always straight down, except in cases where you have a gravity well. So you can make the gravity wells bigger, right? And you can see here, this box is the screen. So if I put this over here, for example, then when you're in here, gravity will be going this direction, right? And it takes up the full screen. So it feels like the gravity vector is really significantly changed. But yeah, normal gravity, when there's no gravity well affecting it, shrink you back down, is down. Yeah, I blew it. I was so close. Yeah, I was so close. Extra whoa. Thank you, Pirate. You've done a great job on this, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. The editor's buttery smooth. Dead with bread. Thank you, Dead with bread. Dark Naze. Buttons. You love buttons. Who doesn't love buttons? The game is on Steam for early access right now. You can go to gravityace.com and find all the links. I will also post a link here. And it's on Steam, it's on itch, it's in early access. There are 24 levels to play right now in early access, and we're going to choose a release date today. Bum, 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 bum. If this was EA, the editor would be DLC. It's funny. I was just talking to a friend from who works at EA last night. I'll run that by him and see if he can confirm. Awesome job. Thank you. Thank you. Lucalo Luke. Hey. I remember you. You said the game was really polished. Thank you. Heartbound. Heartbound. Cool. Let's check out Heartbound. I want to see it. Heartbound RPG. Heartbound on Steam. Video game. Role-playing video game. Heartbound is a role-playing video game developed by American indie developer Pirate Software. The game centers around a boy who deals with depression, anxiety, and fear as he embarks on a journey through different locations in search of his dog, Baron. Pirate Software. That's a funny name. I like it. Non-traditional. About a boy, his dog, secrets, and sanity. Oh, wow, that's pretty. Of course, you can pet the dog, right? Very, very nice. Cool. Yeah, I love RPGs. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to play them these days. I play my games in 5-minute chunks nowadays. But yeah, Heartbound looks great. Leonard subscribed with Prime Gaming for 5 months. Thank you very much, Leonard. God, I don't usually have this many comments to scroll through. You guys have overwhelmed my my stream chat. Bum, 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 bum. An old game pulled from some Games Workshop stuff. It's the name from the Old Dwarf King. But the Mando reference works. Okay. Okay. Grunged me. Old Dwarf King grunged me. My liege. I'm not drinking coffee. I haven't had any coffee yet. I've been up for, what time is it? I've been up for an hour, and I'm just drinking water, and I had a late night, and at some point, I'm just waiting for my wife to come downstairs and make some coffee, but she probably won't be down for another, I need to hold out for another half an hour. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, this is a demo. Okay, cool. Yeah, everybody should try the demo. What are the indicators on the left side of the screen? Hugs for Panda. This stuff? So this is a count. These are counts of all the different, this is in the level editor, right? So this is a count of all the things that you can, the important things, right? So like when I'm making a level, I have these coins, and I wanted to be able to know how many coins I have in here already. And I can go, oh, only 7? Yeah, let's put 3 right here. And that way I can just quickly assess what the level needs and what it doesn't have. And I can make sure that these numbers are, you know, nice. Because I don't want to end up with like, you know, 17 coins. I'm like, 17. What a weird number that is. So I like ones, I like threes, I like tens. Right? There's something, I don't know. It's a personal hang up. But it helps me design the levels. I could always make her some coffee. I could. I do that sometimes, but you know, making coffee is kind of a well, I'm busy with you guys. But it's kind of a long ritual. It takes I'm either doing French press or pour over these days, and it just takes a while. Primes, big primes. Not today. All right, I think I'm caught up. Let me go through here and see. So we had a couple of subscribes. Sportax77, thank you for the subscribe. Leonard, thank you very much for the resubscribe. 5 months, amazing. Thank you very much. And then everybody that followed me, there's so many people. Complex Triple Deluxe, Naynard GG, Below, Balau, Leonard, Sportec, Ryu 18, Delta Fies, Grungni, my Lord Grungni, Your Highness, Dark Naze, Kisa Satoma, Rumbletum Jum, LV2, Lightning and Blitz, Danny, Dev Lazy. Oh, a lazy dev. Aren't we all? Esquibao, Fatu, Hugs for Panda, PM for Ryra, Ophelia, Thornstar, Jew Word Weaver, Mountain Roses, Ushaimi, F. Zendev, and Lazy Dev. You guys need to get together. Belly R83, Super Orange and Blue. Cool. Draconic Ocelot, Solid Splake, Dead with Bread. Dead with Bread. Kingdom Chan. And Pirate Software. Can it be cool? It's sin time. Oh, yeah. Hey, baby, it's sin time. Red Baron forever. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. I really appreciate it. Not today. LV2, how long did it take you to get here, programming-wise, if you had all the assets up front? How long you had to dance with Godot to get this result? So I'm working on this game part-time. It's hard to say. I've been working on it part-time since 2018. Although, when I say that, most of 2018, I did nothing. I worked on it for like 2 weeks in January and then picked it up again in like August, something like that. And then 2019, kind of the same pattern. I worked on it for a while and then didn't work on it for a long time and then worked on it again. 2020, as you know, was a shit show. And then finally in 2021, here I am, or 22. What year is it? It's 22. Finally, I'm closing on the finish line and I'm making a push to the end. I think if I had to start, like if I had all the assets and everything, just to do the programming would probably have taken, if I could work on it full time, it would have taken 6 months, maybe a year to create all of this. But that's knowing what I know now, right? Like if I was going to do this again, it would go much faster. The first time I did it, I didn't know what I was doing. So it just took longer. It's hard to say. Are there things like destructible walls? There are secret walls. So, for example, and this is something I need to put into some of these levels, is a, let's do this, right? So I can take a wall. Let's do this. Let's delete that. Let's just go over here and do, well, let's do this. So if I have like a chamber, for example, right? Players here. And then maybe there's some coins over here that they want to get. But there's some walls in the way. Right? And they go, well, I don't know how to get those coins. Right? There's like a chamber over here. They're like, I don't know how to get those coins. Delete that. Right? So the player's like, I don't know how to get those. Let's save this. We'll save this as test. So like I can see a coin over there. How do I get it? How do I get it? How do I get the freaking coin? Let's move these closer. How do I get those coins? Well, if you make this a secret wall, that's how you get them. So it looks like a regular wall, almost. But you see how the pattern here on these walls kind of is continuous? This blue goes through, this blue goes through, right? You can kind of tell they're continuous, but this one is not. This blue and this blue don't match. Right? And up here as well, this blue and this blue, it doesn't match. This wall doesn't fit in. It's because it's a secret wall. And this game is kind of a choose your difficulty, right? There's no difficulty slider at the beginning of the game, but at the end of every level you get a rank, and you only get the S rank if you collect everything. So you can choose to play the game and just say, you know what, I'm not going to get this stuff. I don't care about these coins. I'm just going to get a C and go to the next level and enjoy my life. But some people are like, I need to get the S. And so those people are going to try and figure out how to get this, which means a little bit of extra exploration. It means a little bit of extra fuel usage. And that makes the game harder. But it's optional, right? It's optional. If this game doesn't work out, you can always be a voiceover artist. Yeah, I've got my application into NPR. I'm going to start my podcast murder show soon. But what they found in the apartment shocked everyone. Yeah, so there are destructible walls. You came here from Pirate Stream Software hosting you. This is a space game, Gameplex Triple Deluxe. This is a space physics game where you, let me show you one of the levels. You're looking at Roundabout, I think. Yeah. So you start here. You have to fly through all this stuff, blow up these enemies, maneuver through these caves, blow up this stuff, and then you've got to carry this reactor core back to the entrance. In this level, you have to carry it back to the entrance, which means you have to maneuver back through the level that you just came through, but now you're carrying this big heavy thing that's swinging around like a crazy, and if you were, yeah, you missed it, but I screwed up. And I blew it up right here just before the exit. There are other levels where, you know, like the very first level you play is very simple. In this level, this is a tutorial, right? You start here, you fly over here, you grab this, you fly to the exit. It's very, very straightforward and simple. And this teaches the main mechanic of the game, right? This teaches you how to fly. This teaches you that there's gravity. Right? If you don't do anything, you fall. Dead pilots don't win wars. Move. Right? You fly out. Come over here. And this teaches you there. Get the reactor core, right? Teaches you how to use your tractor beam, how heavy this thing is, and then exit, right? So, depending on the level, there's different ways of accomplishing different things. some levels have, I don't know, like this one. Some levels make you pick up the reactor right at the beginning. So you have to carry it through the whole level to the exit. Right? Some levels have you, what's a good one? Maybe this one? Yeah, some levels have you going through a challenge, and then you get the reactor partway through, and then you keep going the same direction and make it out. And there's more enemies and stuff blocking the exit, right? So you're not backtracking. But then there are other levels where it's like this one, where you go straight down, right? Get the reactor and then go straight back up again. But on the way up, all these gates are closed and you have to like temporarily land the thing, do some puzzle solving, get it again, move to the next checkpoint, land it again, do some more puzzle solving, open the gate, get it again, right? Kind of try and fight your way out that way. Lots of different things you can do with the level editor. Like if you look at these lines, for example, what's happening here is, so let's start here. What's happening here is this platform, when it's activated, and it gets activated by putting a reactor core here. When it gets activated, it opens that gate, and it opens that gate. It could also close gates, right? These gates can be opened or closed. So it opens that gate and that gate, right? So when you put the reactor core there, those doors open. Then when you put one of these boxes on this thing, this closes. Oh, wait. When it's activated, it moves the camera here, right? And the camera, when the camera moves to this point and it's being watched, it opens this gate. So the effect is you put some boxes here, the camera goes here, the gate opens, and you can fly to freedom. Same thing down here. When this reactor core is either beamed up or destroyed, either one, it does a camera move to here, and then the camera will it will close this gate. So you can see the gate closing when you destroy or beam this thing up. You can see what's happening up here. And it also does a, what else does it do? It closes that gate, it opens that gate. Yeah, it opens this one, and then you can get these boxes and put them up here to open this gate, right? This one opens that gate. So there's a lot of possibility here in what you can do with the gameplay. You lost a year to COVID. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's just, you know, when COVID started, I didn't do anything for 3 months. And then there were long periods of time where I just lost all motivation and didn't do anything. This is not on mobile. It's going to be desktop only. Windows and Linux PC only. A banana, duct tape, and a mannequin? 0K optional difficulty until you are an obsessive player that cannot leave those coins until losing the level for the 30th time. Yeah. Yep. What's my process for level design? That's a good question. I have some ideas, and I'm not a great level designer. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I'm trying to become better at it by doing it more. And my process basically is to start with an idea. And the idea is something simple like, all right, I want this mission to be a puzzle level. And I want there to be, I have some design goals, right? I want it to be a puzzle level. I want there to be, you know, I can choose for this game, I can choose, is the level going to be mostly horizontal like this? Or is it going to be mostly vertical, right? I can make these kind of choices because these affect the gameplay. If it's a vertical level, you have the interesting side effect that you can use fuel. You have to burn a bunch of fuel to go up, but you burn hardly any going down. Whereas horizontal passages, you have to use a little bit of fuel either direction. Doesn't matter. So there's those types of considerations. Some levels I want to center them around some kind of big set piece, like the Wheel of Death, for example, which is just this dangerous room you get locked into, and then you have to watch out for this thing spinning while you're fighting all these guys, right? That was the idea behind this level. I built this first, and then I built all this other stuff leading up to it and leading out of it. This one was one of those puzzle levels that I wanted to make. Right, so there's all these cargo boxes and platforms you have to activate to get out. What else? This one is going to be an exploration type level, so it's very large with lots of different twisty passages, and you have to find the right route to get through. You're going to encounter a locked gate, and then you're like, well, you have to go and kind of explore, find the key, open the gate, get through here. This one also has a secret area with some extra fuel in it. It's just, lots of little things. And I'm trying to make the game, like as I'm designing these, I'm trying to make them, fun. And so there's a lot of playtesting and just experimenting and seeing how things work out. And then there's a lot of also fuel management. So as I playtest, I have to kind of imagine what scenarios players are going to go through, and then imagine a bad player who is wasting a bunch of fuel and helping them out by providing fuel in the right places so that they can actually complete the level. A good player will end up finishing the level with a lot more reserve fuel than a player who's not as good. Anyway, that's kind of the design process. Are there plans to allow for user-created assets in the level editor? Modding. No, I hadn't thought about that. I don't know. No plans for that. But the level editor itself is going to ship with the game, so you can make your own levels, and I fully expect somebody to make like a drone basketball game with the level editor. I think you could do that. Maybe some kind of crazy, because you can build some kind of weird machines that with the gates and the buttons and stuff. I don't know. I'm hoping lots of people will like the level editor and they'll make a bunch of interesting levels, and I'm hoping that people will make levels of a type that I can't even imagine. I think that'll be cool. Steam Deck. I think it'll work on the Steam Deck. I mean, the Steam Deck is just a PC, and I think Valve sent a Steam Deck, or is working with the Godot developers on the Steam Deck, so that they can guarantee that Godot games will work on it. I think that's happening. Yeah, those little waving hostage dudes. These little guys. And they all have fun little catchphrases and names. Hey everybody. My name's Dr. Fizzbuzz. I don't even know how I got here. Ba 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 ba. Am I working all by myself, or do you have other people for art and music? Yes. So I am working mostly by myself. So all the art, all the programming, all the sound effects, and all of the new levels that I'm working on are all me. I did it all. The animation, everything. The original 24 levels that are in the early access version right now were made by Pita Bread, a level designer. Actually, why did I close that? I wanted to go to the credits screen. Level design by Pita Bread Doria. I recommend them very much. And music was by Andrew Droopy Larson. Droopy Music. Let me put in some music here. Options, audio. Droopy made the music, yeah. But this, so that's the early access version. For the full release, I'm obviously keeping all the early access stuff in it. Oh, God, why do I keep doing that? All right, so all these levels that shipped with the game were made by Pita Bread. All these levels, and there's going to be a bunch here, are going to be made by me. And like I said, all the programming, code, sound effects, everything was me. Art. And then I don't think I'm going to have any new music for the full release. Maybe I will. I don't know. And I think if I do, I'll make some extra tracks myself. I used what programming language did you use for the game? I used GD script, which is built in, comes standard with Godot. Godot has there's two versions of Godot. One uses C# and one uses GD script. And you can choose whichever one you like. There are also plugins that you can download that let you make Godot games with Rust or C++ or whatever you want. But this is GD script. For example, here's code for the editor. This is part of the level editor code, 2,000 lines worth of nonsense. It's a good language. I like it a lot. And then the IDE has full, nice support for all this. It's Python-like, but it's not Python. Yeah. Python-ish, but not Python. Wow, 929 followers. That's amazing. Can't believe there's so many of you. As a 4 years experienced developer and newbie game dev, I congrats you. I think what you did is pretty cool and the game looks great. Great job. Thank you very much. Joey345, thank you very, very much. That's a nice thing to say. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I can't remember where we were. I think we were testing this, right? We were testing this to make sure we have enough fuel to get out and that this is balanced and not too difficult. Let's try playing it again. Because I did make a fuel adjustment, right? And then I failed. I couldn't get out. And maybe the game needs to be a little simpler, or this level maybe needs to be a little easier. I don't know. you up. Get down here. What do we have here? Surprise. Ah! No! Oh, that was lucky. I forgot those guys were there. Nice little resting spot while I fuel up. Go get this guy. All these guys are obsessed with food. I guess that means I'm obsessed with food. I wrote a lot of those catchphrases. Yeah, that's what that means. I'm obsessed with food. Food is my drug of choice. Why did I do that bounce? That was crazy. Alright. These laser guys can be annoying. Oh. My God, I keep forgetting those drones are there. No. Oh, he got me. No. Ah. Bad at my own game. Alright, that's all the enemies destroyed. So now I just need to get out with the reactor core. In one piece. And it's got this little shield. Here, we're going to move the camera over. Show the exit appear. And I'm like, I've got to get all the way back there. Are you kidding me? Alright, so it's got this blue outline. See this circle? That blue circle is a shield. So if it hits something, the shield goes down. Right? But then it recharges. So I need to make sure I manage that shield. I have my own shield as well. So I can take a hit, and then I have to wait a few seconds for it to recharge. So I have a little bit of buffer, but not much. Other than that, it's very, 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 very fragile. Alright, I can hear the laser. Here it is. Alright, let's go. You can see my fuel gauge. Oh, Jesus. What did I just do? That was an unfortunate spot. This level might be too difficult. I like the idea of that roundabout, but it might be too difficult. Oh, I didn't forget you guys this time. I lost the reactor, yeah. You don't have any health. You can take one hit. So you got the shield, right? I've got the shield. That's one hit. And now without the shield, I'm dead. That's it. Oh my God, those guys. mines up here somewhere. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Alright, alright. Alright, here we go. Attempt number 2. So it took 100 seconds to get here, going fast. That feels like a properly good sized level. I've made it through that roundabout plenty of times before. This shouldn't be this hard. Will it be like Mario Maker where you can only make a level if you finish it? No. You can edit anything at any time. Alright, stay away from the laser this time, John. Stay away from the laser. See, if I'm paying attention, it's not that hard. Yeah, alright, so me dying before, that was totally just my fault for not paying attention. No, 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 no. See, those gravity wells were pushing this thing in a way I wasn't ready for. Alright. I've got 125% fuel. And I've got to squeeze through here. And then control it on the other side. And then get down here. Let it swing down under me. There we go. 100% fuel still. 101. Oh, there's a bounce. Shield saved me. Alright, here's the part where I died before. Here's the part where I died before. I couldn't make it through this section. But it's not that hard. I don't know why I had so much trouble last time. Alright, let's get this under control. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, fighting that gravity well. Alright. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. It's a different kind of challenge than some of the other levels. But that's good. I want some variety in here. Right? And I got a C, but C's get degrees, baby. Next mission unlocked, reactor core stolen. I got it, right? You can see I took 4 attempts. I only rescued 2 of the 3 people. So if I want a better rank, I can go back and play it again, right? But if I don't care, then I can just move on. So the difficulty is up to the player. If they want a better rank, if they care about this, if they care about these red marks, they can go try again, but you don't have to. It's optional difficulty. All right, I think that's fine. That's done. Cargo control, roundabout, wheel of death. Let's flesh out the maze a little bit. Yeah, let's work on this one. Well, so those 2 of 3 guys, what I did was I should have picked one of them up on the way in, but I didn't. I just skipped him. But just as an example, let's open a test. Let's go here. So just as an example, if I had like a reactor core platform here, and a reactor core, and I had a people, I have a people here, right? Let's play that. So it's totally doable though. Like normally I would say, let's get this guy, let's say we're coming from this direction. We're coming into the level, right? You should get him first, then get this thing. But say you're going the other way. Say we're coming this way. And we get this guy, and then we travel a ways, and we're like, oh no, there's a person there. That's fine. You can just kind of... Here, I'll do a maneuver here. You can toss this. Go get him. come back and catch it. Right? There's options. In some levels, I'll add like places where you can park it. Like that. So maybe you get the reactor core in one part of the level and you take it to another part of the level and you go, oh look, I can put it down here. And then you can go do some other stuff and then you can come back, go get it again. But you can also just let it go, right? I can just let it go. And then go do whatever I need to do real quick. Right, I can do this. There's lots of different fun stuff you can do for moving this thing around. I can even shoot it, right? Because it's got a shield. Now I can't shoot it. But now I can. So there's options. There's options. Yeah, the game is on Steam. It's on early access right now. I would love it if everybody went and wishlisted it. I mean, I'd be over the moon if all of you went and bought it. Over the moon. But a wishlist would be great too. But only if you're interested in buying it. Where were we? The maze, right? So the idea with the maze, the central idea here with this level was I wanted to make a big level, first of all, one that's going to take a while to play through. And that means, I wanted it to be physically large, and I wanted it to have several different routes that you could explore. So this has at least 2 routes to get to here. And then there's all these different dead ends and paths that you could go through. I'm kind of experimenting with this idea that you can go to this dead end. Like you could just go straight through here and be out, right? But you won't get the S rank. There's coins down here that you need to get. And this one as well. And I don't know if that would be any fun, because it kind of forces you to explore every route. And yeah, like this alternate route, I think maybe it would be smart to remove those. So if you stumbled upon this easy route, you can get out quicker. But it means you won't get the S rank. If you want the S, you got to go through here, this route, and get all of these coins, and then get out this way. Which takes more fuel. There's enemies in here. It's more dangerous. But optional. I think that's the way to go. So you start here. You fly up here. There's this fun thing to mess with. A couple of different options here. You encountered the locked gate, and then you're funneled this way. And when you get to here, there needs to be bad guys. So let's put some bad guys in here. They're guarding the key, right? This is a lock, and this button is the key. So we'll put these guys in here, guarding this thing. And then let's reward the player with a little bit of fuel as well. Like that and like that. And like that. And then we'll put some coins here, here, here. No. Let's do it this way. What? Oh, where'd it go? Dot, 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 right? Leading the player this direction. All right, let's play that and see. Are there selective obstacles where the ship can pass but not the core to force the core juggling? If I understand you, there are some like that, but maybe not in the way you're thinking. Let's explore that idea in a minute, because I like the sound of that. So right off the bat, you can see there's two paths, right? And I don't know, one design problem I'm having right here is that the player might feel like, because of all the other levels they played, this is kind of a different idea, right? All the other levels they've played, there's usually only one path. There aren't multiple routes usually. And so they might have this FOMO, right? Like, what did I miss by going this direction? Maybe I'll go this way. They don't, and now they don't know what they missed over there. Maybe it was something important. And they waste fuel going through there, and then the next time they play the level, they won't waste the fuel. They'll just go, oh, it's just a choice. You can go whichever way you like. And then I introduce this thing because I'm thinking this will be the first time I show these things to the player, and it's in a no-stress, danger-free environment, so they can just play with it. Right? They can just play with it. And then here's another choice. And they're like, well, should I go this way or this way? Now, if they go this way, they're going to see these coins and go, aha, I know what that means. It means go this way, right? But, let me reset the level here. When they're faced with this choice, they might go this way, and they see the locked gate. And then they're like, okay, I don't see any way to open that gate, so I'll go this way. And then they'll see the coins. So whether they see these coins first or second, I think is fine. It doesn't matter. Because once they get down here, see, now they're saying, okay, there's something dangerous. Right, so then they get this stuff, and then they can see this button, right? That's obviously the objective, and when they push it, it shows them what it's doing. So now they know they need to go back that direction, right? I don't know if this traversal is fun. It just uses a bunch of fuel. So I see those guys, and my instinct is I must need to go this way. But, oh, and there's fuel. But I feel a little lost. I'm like, wow, this is weird. Whoa! That was fun. That was like a jump scare almost. I wasn't expecting those guys there. And I put them there. Right? So now I'm like, alright, this looks more like it. This seems like the way. Aha, look, this is the way. Alright, great. But now you're at a crossroads. Which way do I go, right? It's very disorienting, which is kind of my idea. That was my plan. Okay, to the reactor this way. Fine, we'll go this way. Alright, there it is. Great. And then, which way's out? Let's try this way, because I came from over there somewhere, so let's try this way. Oh, oh, oh! Put you there. I'm gonna cheat and give myself some extra fuel. I haven't balanced the fuel for this level yet, so... Will this thing hold this? Kinda. No, no, no. No, no, no. Where's...
Oh no!
This was an overlay. Could you guys hear me? Was the microphone? Oh my God. Oh my Lord. All right, let me back up. Let me back up. I do this every stream. I lose the microphone. So there's a couple of problems with this level. One is there was no exit. But I did discover that I like this pattern where I can put a reactor core in here. Right? And it kind of sinks down and lands safely. That's kind of a neat thing that you can do. And I think maybe I can put that into a level somehow. One problem here is that I don't like how long this traversal is. It's kind of boring. And then I don't know if this maze area actually works, right? Because like one thing that I did was I went through here and I went up through here and I just ended up missing all this. And then when I get to the fuel, I don't really know which way to go next. And it's a little frustrating because I don't think there's enough fuel to actually explore all these routes. And even if I did have enough fuel to explore all the routes, I don't know if that's any fun. Maybe what I'll do is just leave this level as is and leave it up to playtesting to see. Yeah, let's do that. So, but one thing for sure is I know this passage is boring, right? You go over here, you blow up this stuff, you push the button, and then you just fly back, and it takes forever, and it's really boring. So the button not only activates this gate, it should also activate a wave of enemies. So what we can do here is put in some, like a turret here and here. And this guy can activate both of those. He'll activate him and activate him because they're both going to be hidden, right? They're both going to be hidden. So they won't reveal themselves until after the player pushes this button and he flies back. He'll get those guys. Yeah. And then I can do another wave here, and I'll hide both of those guys and do that. He will activate him and him, and this being destroyed, oops, and that being destroyed will activate the wave. So this wave is activated by this one signal, and he's going to unhide both of those guys. Then both of these guys getting destroyed will trigger this wave. So both of them have to get destroyed before this gets triggered, and this will trigger and unhide both of those guys. And maybe even one guy here guarding that. Oh, I know. Let's do this. Let's put him there. That. And he'll be hidden. Right? So he's going to activate him as well. All right. Now let's play that and see how that feels, because I think that'll make that journey back more interesting. I'm going to get through this section. I noticed there's a bunch of chat questions and stuff. I'm going to get through this section, and then I will go back and answer some of those questions. Just a sec. So you see the gates locked. Flying through here. This looks, oh, so serene and peaceful. Interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Ah, fuel. That's handy. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Fill you up. Come on. There we go. I pushed the button by blowing myself up on it. That's okay. The button has been pushed. Exactly. So now I'm flying back out. And these enemies should reveal themselves to me. There they are. Whoa. They ambushed me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These guys weren't here before. Yikes. Ah! He's tricky to get, because the hallway is very narrow, and I can't just shoot his beam. His beam blocks my bullets. I have to kind of get him. Oh, man. Oh. Look, there's a little hidey hole up here. That was just purely by accident that I have this hole. But I can hide up there and then plan my attack. Oh, man. He's actually very challenging. How come I can't shoot him? Hey, and we've got a bug, folks. Alright, we've got a bug. If I unhide him, I can shoot him, right? Right. But if I hide him and then reveal him, that doesn't work? How do I reveal him? Let's add a trigger. And that will reveal him. And he will be hidden. Alright. That worked. Let's try that again. Alright, he's hidden. He's revealed. I can shoot him. That was weird. I don't know why I couldn't shoot him before. There was some kind of glitch. I can't repeat the bug now. I guess I'll just have to play it again and see what happens. I don't know why. I don't know why I couldn't shoot him. All right, so that makes that tunnel back more interesting for sure. Right? You have to go over here and push this button, but then your trip back is dangerous. Once you've played the level, though, you might go, you know what? Screw that guy. I'm going back this way and get out that way. Optional difficulty. I love that. Okay. Scrolling back. It would be cool if you had a level with multiple chambers where you would have to toss it from one to the other, but the ship needed to drive through a different path. but it would require a hole where those weights could pass, but not the ship itself. That is an interesting idea. You would need some kind of structure like this. So something, where's my laser beams? How do I keep losing my laser beams? Some kind of wall or something that the reactor could go through, but the ship can't go through. And then, so the ship has to go this way. There would have to be another wall here, right? And this wall is one that the ship can go through, but the reactor can't. I wonder how I could do that. The reactor and the ship are the same size. The reactor and the ship are the same size, so I can't think of a way to... anywhere the reactor can go, the ship could also go. And anywhere the ship can go, the reactor can also go. So I can't just do it by something like that. See, because I can get to there. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I'm not sure how I would implement that. A hole, yeah, where the reactor could pass, but not the ship itself. Mr. Burp looks awesome. Thank you, thank you. Cookies sec. Maybe you can have gates which will close behind you. So on the way back up, you need to go the other way. Like you need to find a thinner way to go for the core to keep a wider way to move the core. On the way back, you need to go the other way. Well, thanks for the posture check, guys. Oh. I need to remember to look at the stream more often. Well, at least it wasn't very long that I was out. Joey345, this level editor is built in-game by me. Yes. I built the whole thing. And it's been great. Don't get me wrong, it's been great. I think there's a lot of benefits to having a level editor like this that's purpose-built for your game. It allows me to iterate and design these levels very quickly, right? Much quicker than I would have been able to otherwise. Experiment, you know. Do all kinds of fun stuff. But it's also been a pain in the ass to make. With the cargo plates, you can do double keys now with the reactor. That is true. That is true. We could do something like... Let's see, what would that structure look like? Let's put a gate and a gate. And a landing spot. And let's move the starting point here. And when you grab this thing, it will open this gate. Yeah. And then I could put a platform here. And when you go in here, let's see, when this is activated, it'll close that gate and open this one. And when it's deactivated, it'll open that gate, close that one. Let's just see what this does. So I grab this. Right? I can come over here. Right? And then I can go over here. Maybe now I have to go over here. Okay, here's an idea. I could go over here and put a cargo box. Right? So I grab this. Go over here. I'm like, I need a cargo box to open the next gate. Or do I? Right? And then I can go over here and grab this. This is the classic Indiana Jones thing. You gotta put something on here, and now I can take this away. Right? And if that one goes away, the gate closes. That pattern can be fun. A very narrow horizontal path should allow for the ship to go there, but not the core. That's also true. I mean, it's not a physical limitation. Well, it's not like, yeah. So like this is going to be impossible, I would think, to get the reactor core through. The ship could get through. Right? So if we did something like that. The ship could get through here, but not the reactor core, right? But I guess the problem I'm having trouble with is, yeah, I wouldn't bring the ship and the reactor core through there. But why wouldn't I just do this instead? I need to have something up here that says you can't bring the ship up here. But the reactor core can? That's the part that's tricky. Because I might, like we could do something. I think the end goal is we want to be able to do something like this. We want to force the player to do something like this. And then catch it on the other side, right? Oh yeah. But what would stop the player from just coming up here? A death weapon that you can't attack. Yeah, maybe it's so dangerous up here that you just can't go up there, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a compelling idea. I need to think about that a little bit more. Because I mean, a death weapon up there, some kind of thing, those are all great ideas. I like those ideas. But I'm also trying to finish the game. And I can't keep adding stuff. I just can't. What time is it? Which reminds me. Oh, it's only 9. I wanted to talk to you guys about picking a release date. Yeah, maybe it's for the 3rd campaign. Oh, let the human leave the ship with limited air supply. If you stay out too long, you die for lack of air. That could be fun too. That could be fun too, but that might be something we add later after we release. I'm going to write that down as an idea though. So, I've got some decks here, ideas, suggestions even. Let's say reactor core juggling, where the player is forced to take a different path than the reactor core. The player would have to release the core, take a different path, then meet up with it again on the other side. Some kind of teleport mechanism, maybe a conveyor belt. Teleport, conveyor belt, something super dangerous that the player must avoid. All examples, things that would force the player to juggle the reactor core. And then the other one was let the player leave the ship with a limited air supply. There could be areas that the player's avatar, that the pilot, could reach only when they are outside of the ship. That could be fun too. All right. Milestones. Choose a release date. I'd planned by this date to have 8 levels completed. And I mean, just looking at this, I've only got 4. And I guess there are 2 ways to think about that. Yeah, Codex is it's like Trello. It's not really like Trello at all. It's a project management app that is not like Trello. It has cards, and it has workflow built into each individual card. So a card can be in progress, blocked, needs review, or done. The reason I was using Trello, but the reason I switched to Codex to finish my project was because of the timeline. You can have a timeline, you can have milestones, you could assign tasks to each of the milestones, and that got me to a tentative release date, and I know what I need to do to stay on schedule. So, this milestone was, which is today, was to build 8 levels. And I've only created 4. And I can rationalize that a little bit by saying, look at all the other stuff I did. I did all this other stuff as well. And that slowed me down. But I'm still behind schedule. I need to make another 8 levels here. And I'm thinking I'm going to be more disciplined and not add any new stuff. Right? What is all this? Oh, that's archive stuff. Let's turn off the archive stuff. So by the 19th, I want to do an announcement trailer. Did I move this? Oh, I did. I moved choose a release date out. So here's my dilemma. I've only done 4 of the 8, which means I'm behind schedule. Technically, I'm behind schedule. I could rationalize it and say, look, it's because I did all that extra shit, and my next sprint, starting Monday, I'm going to be more disciplined and I'll catch up. I can do 12 levels by the 19th if I'm focused. But I don't know if I actually can, because I also need to do this announcement trailer. So what it's looking like here is I'm a week behind schedule. I'm a week behind schedule. Okay. So I have these levels I need to do. And I could catch up by not doing these levels. This was another, so here's 8 levels I wanted to do, here's 8 levels I wanted to do, and here's 8 levels I wanted to do, for a total of 24 levels. But I could delete this and just create 16 levels. And that would put me back on schedule. I could also take the 24 levels that I have now and take 4 of them out of there and put them into season 2. So then I'll have 20 levels in each and end up with 40 levels for the whole full release game, instead of 24 and 16, which would also be 40, right? Which is opposed to 24 and 24, right? I'd be cutting out 8 levels, and that would get me back on track. Yeah. I just don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I put St. Patrick's Day on here because I don't want to make any big announcements on that day. Nobody's going to be paying attention. I should be code complete on the 19th. There's some wiggle room here in the schedule as well, right? I have code complete on the 19th, and I gave myself another 2 weeks to do an art pass. And this art pass it could just go away. I could just not do this. This 2 weeks is like extra. And then I don't know if I need 2 weeks to do this as well. I might, but I don't actually think that this will take 2 weeks. This is getting the game into the Atari VCS store, which means setting up the store page, creating a bunch of assets. I think I could create the store page and set up all the assets and everything in a day. And then the Atari VCS port itself could be a day. It might just be 2 days of work to do this, not 2 weeks. And I gave myself 2 weeks to do it, and I don't think it's going to actually take that long. So I have some wiggle room there. I have some wiggle room here. I have some wiggle room here as well, because I can just cut this if I need to. So I have many weeks of wiggle room. So I'm behind schedule by a week, but if I need to, I can still meet this date. That's the bottom line. I could still meet this release date. So, okay, so let's skip ahead. Question then. Yeah, I mean, there'll be lots of announcements, right? I'll do a big announcement where this announcement is basically going to be the first announcement, right? I'll have an announcement trailer. It's going to be the first big announcement saying, look, here's the official release date. It's coming soon. It's going to be like a full 2 months before release, right? March, April. It's like 10 weeks before release, right? So every week, every day of this 10 weeks, I'll be posting something. You know, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, reminding people, right? This is just the first announcement. But I need the trailer for that announcement. And then I'll probably make more trailers as I go, right? I'll probably make a new level editor trailer. I'll do a bunch of stuff. The trailers aren't that hard to make. It takes me a day. And I've intentionally left a lot of this stuff fairly sparse in terms of tasks to do. This won't take me 2 weeks. I don't need this one. I can cut it because I don't actually do any data collection. There's a bug that I can fix in a day. This I can handle in a day or two. Right? So this 2 weeks, there's a lot of wiggle room in here as well. The art pass I could skip entirely. Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff I'll do, some of it I'll do what I can to be able to stick to this date. This is probably where I'll get the most time back. So I'm a week behind, but I'm going to be more disciplined in this next sprint and not fall further behind. And maybe I could even catch up, which would allow me to do this. So I don't know. What do you guys think about April 29th as a release date? Let's do some Googling. Steam release day. Is Friday a good day? Friday? On Friday? Flaming Friday night, the next day after Friday. Do not allow releases on Saturdays or Sundays. Is that true? Why are we stuck with games being released on Friday? Oh my God. UK Fridays. How old is this? 3 years ago. Steam doesn't allow you to release games on Saturdays or Sunday. Is that true? Does anybody know? Day to release Steam game. Thursday. Here's an answer from TigSource. Almost every week, the games that are popular new release on Thursdays are still on the popular list on Saturday. Meaning, why fight the huge launch group that happens every Friday when you can get nearly as good visibility on launch on Thursday? What weekdays are the best for releasing on Steam? What's the best timing to release your game? When not to release your game. 10 things to consider. Oh my god. If you're sure you'll be in the popular new releases, which I won't, releasing on Friday makes the most sense as you'll be in the popular new releases all weekend. That makes sense. If you're unsure, then all kinds of weekdays are fine. Monday to Wednesday, low competition means higher chances of being seen. Monday tends to be the least popular to launch on because people coming back to work don't have much time. Yep. Nobody works on Mondays. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think, are the things. I don't want to release on a Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday tend to be popular. Thursday, almost every week the games that are popular new release on Thursday are still on the most popular list on Saturday. I've heard Tuesdays are best. But I suspect it's largely just superstition. What games are releasing April 29th, 2022? April. Lego Star Wars, April 5th. Exophobia, April. Who knows when? May 13th. I mean, if this is to be believed, April's a pretty light month for game releases, which is good. Big ones, anyway. I'll avoid the 5th, the 7th, and take my chances. What does Reddit say? Most big games actually release on Tuesdays. No sources cited. Releasing on Tuesdays is pretty common. Safe choice. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'd say go for it on Monday. It's just nobody knows. There's no good time. Bum, 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 bum. The internet is largely time of year agnostic, so it doesn't matter if you're in the summer or this winter, the spring or the fall. Steam Summer Sale. Useless. Beware big releases. Everybody loves a sale. Ooh, are there any Steam sales in April? So it is my first commercial game, but I do want it to be successful. I know I'm not expecting miracles, but what I also want to avoid is, you know, if I release it on a Sunday and that turns out to be, you know, if that causes the sales to be 50% lower than they would have been if I'd just released it on Tuesday. I obviously want to try and avoid that. I don't think that that's the math, though. I don't think that that's actually what happens. I think the reality is more like it doesn't matter what day you release on. And who cares? I think that's probably the most accurate. In terms of release dates, January to February and late July to early August are considered the release slumps for big titles planned correctly. Yeah, I don't know if that's true anymore. When was this, 2017? 2018? I don't know if that's true anymore. Game industry biz. It doesn't really matter. When it comes to family titles, the key thing to consider is when to promote your game rather than when to release it. That makes sense. Yeah. All right. You know what? I don't think I like Friday. Let's say it's a Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And I think of those three choices, I want to do it on a Thursday. And that will give me... That'll give me the weekend to deal, Friday and the weekend, to deal with any issues that come up, emergency things that need to happen. And I mean, is Thursday any better than Friday? I think it's between April 28th and April 29th. The other thing that I was thinking was, is the end of the month a bad time to release a game? Do people have money at the end of the month? Would it be better to release it at the beginning of the next month? Or is the beginning of the month when people don't have money? I mean, people get paid and then they have to pay rent, right? Rent's usually due on the 1st, right? So you might be like, I don't have any money around this whole time period. Maybe the middle of the month is the best time to release. And it should be something like April 19th or April 15th or May 10th. God, I don't want to push it out to May. But then, I mean, it's a video game, right? It's not a lot of money. Arbitrarily choose June 8th for no reason, right, Judd? It's not your birthday or anything, is it? The best time to launch a game is when you press the launch button. Hey, Cookie Seek, you just bought it, so you don't care which day it'll be? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. Thank you, you guys. Thursday is another day away from Monday. Yeah. I don't know. I think I chose April 29th on a Friday because I thought, all right, let me game this out a little bit. It's COVID, right? COVID is rampant in April. Everybody's still working from home, which means, let's be honest, there's a lot of people who don't work on Mondays and don't work on Fridays. People are trying to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And they check out on Friday, which means Friday might be a great day to release the game because that's when everybody's like playing video games and browsing Steam and not really paying attention to work, right? Whereas Thursday, they might be really busy at work. So I like April 29th for that reason. I'm depending on the slacker. Slacker culture will come through for me. And then it's not the weekend. So if anything comes up, I can work on it. I can fix issues. I have all weekend to work, do whatever needs to happen. I don't think I'm concerned so much about the, people not having money in their pocket at the end of the month because they can just buy it a week later. Or, I mean, again, I don't think that really affects people's purchasing decisions for entertainment. It's $15, it's not buying a new car. I'm going to stick with this date. April 29th, guys. That's when it's coming out. All right. April 29th. So on this day, I want to do the announcement, which means I have 2 weeks to do this announcement trailer and work on some more levels. So, yeah, it's just heads down, continuing to work on levels. And I'm going to try and be a little bit more efficient and quicker about that. But also, over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to come up with a new trailer. And let me just show you guys the trailer that I'm working with right here so you can see what I want to change. And I'll talk through this while it's playing. This trailer is fine, but it's 18 seconds long. It's a teaser trailer, and it's too short, okay? It doesn't really show the gameplay. It's just got a bunch of sizzle. And it shows kind of, it gives you kind of an idea of the theme of the game. It gives you kind of an impression of the types of things you're doing, but it's very shooting heavy, right? It's very pretty. One thing that it doesn't really show you at all is why you're picking this thing up. It doesn't show you the actual core game loop that you need to go through. And it's also purely gameplay focused, right? There's no art. There's no storytelling going on in here, I don't think. So I want to make a longer version of this for the announcement that shows more of the actual gameplay loop that you'll be doing, which includes more of the maneuvering and flying and carrying the reactor core to the exit. And then I also want to do, I have this idea in my head. Of doing a, like some kind of animation where you see the ship, like a HUD, you see the pilot hop into the ship. You see all the control panels light up. He's flipping switches. You hear the engine warming up. Right? Close up of the hand on the throttle going, pushing the throttle, grabbing the stick, seeing a wide shot of the ship launching out of the cargo bay and going towards the enemy. And then it goes into the gameplay. That I don't think I can do in 2 weeks. But that would be awesome. I can definitely do the gameplay trailer in this time. All that extra animation stuff, I don't know if I can do, but it would be nice if I could. I don't know. I need to do an experiment to see what it would take, and maybe that just means spending a day or two filming and then doing some rotoscoping to see if I can turn that into an animation. Maybe next week we'll work on a storyboard for the announcement trailer on Monday. Or maybe I'll do that over the weekend and I'll share it with you guys on the Discord. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do the storyboard today or tomorrow and share it with everybody on the Discord, and you can see kind of what I'm thinking for the announcement trailer. And then that'll help me decide how long it's going to actually take to do this, and then how much time I'll have left to do these levels. Because really the levels are the most important thing, right? And I still need to finish these, which I'm behind on. So, yeah. Let's call this, let's move this to the next sprint. We'll call this one done, right? But this next one, I'm obviously behind. I'm still working on these. But I can catch up. I've got lots of wiggle room down here at the end of the schedule. Okay, I've talked myself into it. This is what's happening. Anyway, so this whole milestone and moving cards between milestones, the scheduling, this is why I decided to switch to Codex, just for this. I actually don't like this or this as well as I like Trello. I like the Trello lists better than this, but I like this better than Trello. Anyway, that's where we are at. I'm going to grab a quick coffee. I think there's coffee. And I will be right back. And let's have a battle. I don't know how many folks are in here. 74 people. Wow. This will be a fun battle. So the way the battle works for all you new folks, you just chat, say anything, Your ship will spawn in. It's AI controlled. And when you get blasted out of the sky, you chat again. I like saying pew pew. And when the ships see each other, they shoot. And you can keep respawning as many times as you like. The battle lasts 3 minutes. I will be right back with a coffee. God has a dog. 8 kills. Nice. Very good. That game and the bot overlay and all that. Oh, excuse me. That's all made with Godot as well. I just realized a lot of you haven't seen me writing any code. Here, check it out. Ready? I'm just gonna type some stuff. That's the ridiculous coding plugin that I also made with Godot. It's an add-on. And it gives you this cool experience point bar down here, and there's fireworks and all kinds of fun stuff. And I have a delicious coffee now. In my Cabo San Lucas mug. I kind of feel like I want to do more level editing because I obviously need to, because I'm obviously behind. But I also want to just change gears a little bit and do some coding. Well, let's commit this first of all. What is going on here? right? This was the change we made to the cargo platform so that you can drop anything on them. And then what was this? This was changing the collision layer, right? And fixing that as well. The arrow icon, yeah. Okay, so this, right, that's a commit. I think I must have done that code just before the big raid, and then I forgot what I was doing. See how your Git tree looks when you're the only developer? It's the loneliest Git graph. Oh, look, I made a branch. Who made this branch? Oh, I did. Yeah. Do. I don't think I have any bugs or anything that I need to deal with right now. Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's try and reproduce that bug that I was having with that one level and see if we can figure out what might have caused that. So that was in the maze, right? Yeah, it was this guy. This guy was acting weird. Laser beam opens. Yep, thank you, LT. Alright, I heard somebody. Next wave. Alright, and then this guy. Alright, I'm definitely shooting through him. There's a problem. Right? He's not taking any damage. Why is that? Oh no, I see that while it's happening. That's happening in the editor. I see it all. Ice Laser, that's who he is. It's this guy. Alright, so this guy... Oh god, this is annoying me as well. We'll fix all these warnings as well. I don't like seeing those warnings. The warnings can be ignored, right? If you're programming, for you programmers out there, you guys know this. Warnings can be ignored. But the problem with ignoring the warnings is that they clutter up the view, right? And then if you have an actual error, it just makes it physically harder to get to the error and ignore all the stuff. You want the warnings to go away. And part of the problem is, like, if you see these warnings all the time, you kind of start to ignore them, and then you miss important things. And so that's for that reason I want to go through here and fix all of these so that I only see the important stuff. But we'll do that next. So this guy is the ice laser turret that we were having trouble with. And his code, let me make this a little bigger for you guys. His code here says, oh, hey, Stoth, thanks for the follow. Did I miss anybody? Stoth, Runtime Tantrum, Baze, and Gamer Triple Deluxe, Nanner GG. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follows, folks. According to Bo, Java always warning me because I am not using the proper generic for array list. ESLint won't let me do the commit to git. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So in here, the errors are red, and they do show up differently. But if I have all these warnings, I'm just like, where's the error? Where's the error? And it just gets annoying. And me personally, if I see a number here and it's yellow and I just train myself, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it, I'll probably miss the errors when they happen as well because I've just trained myself to ignore it. So I'm going to fix them. All right, so this guy, what's happening here is a little complicated, but he's basically hidden at the beginning of the game, right? So this is a function that gets called by the editor. Thank you, Prack and Danny Freckles, for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, and thank you. This is a method that gets called by the editor when the game goes into gameplay mode. So when the game goes into gameplay, or when a level is loaded, and you're not just normally, right? This happens for every entity. And what this one does is it says, look, you're hidden, so turn off your collisions. Okay? Collisions are off. Then later, so it's invisible, it's hidden, its collisions are off, it's not alive anymore, right? It just pretends like it's not there. It's just invisible. And then later, when it's unhidden, it does this can reveal, which eventually ends up doing this. It shows it, it makes it alive, it plays an animation player. Why is this indented so far? And that appear animation should re-enable the collisions. Let's look at the animation player. Appear. Right, there it is. It does enable collision. It's interesting. I wonder... So this plays the appear animation. It appears. And then it enables collision at the end of the animation. But if the animation player got interrupted, it might not finish. It might not get here. Who else is playing animations? There's the shooting animation. There's an idle animation. There's a dead animation. Okay, so what might be happening is there might be a timing issue where it's trying to do its appear animation, but then because the player is right there, maybe it starts shooting right away. And so it skips the end here and then starts shooting the player. It's possible. So if this guy isn't alive, then it won't shoot, right? And if it's already playing its shooting animation, it won't shoot. If he can't see the player, he won't shoot. I think this is what's happening, is that because this animation is very long. It's a 1.5 seconds long. And so it's playing, it gets to about here, and then it goes, oh, I need to shoot the player. And then it switches, right? So it never ends up calling enable collision. And I can fix this a couple of ways. One way would be to, in appear, not make the thing alive until the end of the animation, which is a little tricky. I don't mean it's difficult, I just mean it's a little too clever. And another way would just be to move this here. And then in fire, yeah, it makes the turret visible there. So when it appears, it'll just enable the collision instantly. Although, I mean, I kind of don't like that either. I kind of don't want you to be able to shoot it until it's fully visible. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can prove the theory right. First of all, let's do reveal here, and I'm going to print os.ticks. I'm going to print the time right there. And then here in shoot, I'm going to do the same thing right here. That'll be shoot, and let me bookmark that. And this will be reveal, right? And then we can just check the timings and see if that's what's happening. Move you there. Boink. She's so chipper. So happy. Blam, blam. Blammo, blammo. Okay. So, it did a shoot at 26,181. This is milliseconds. That's fine. That was one of the other earlier guys. Here was the reveal at 53,832 and then 55,193. It tried to do a shoot. So 55,193 minus 53,832 is 1361 milliseconds, right? 1.36 seconds. So that's what's happening. It tried to do the appear animation, but at 1.36 seconds, right here, before it got to the end, it switched to shoot. So then this animation player never got to this point. It switched to shoot and then shot a laser at me. That's what's happening. So here I could add another condition. If it's in appear mode, just return. Don't shoot. If it's appearing or if it's already shooting, don't shoot. And that should allow this animation, this appear, to finish. Because I don't play fire until down here. I wonder if I have this problem with some of my other enemies. Like, this guy doesn't seem to have this problem. I've never encountered this problem before. Yeah, I have this one. So this one, it won't shoot if it's playing any animation. And I can't do that with this guy because he's always playing some kind of idle. And whereas this guy, some of my older enemies didn't have an idle. So I use this pattern. This guy is always playing an idle, so that doesn't work. I have to specifically say what he should be doing. This is all state management stuff, and it's terrible. But there you go. I think that'll fix the problem. And I'll have to remember that pattern for other enemies in the game. So now I go in here, push the button. Yep. We'll book it out of here. Kill you and you. Dead. And now you are killable. Yes. Perfect. Let's try that one more time. Reset the level. Play from here. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, that works. That fixes that problem. I'm going to commit that. Fixed bug where ice laser turrets couldn't be killed if they were activated. If they were unhidden, couldn't be killed sometimes after they were unhidden. All right, warnings time. Hey, Max. How's it going? All right, so we have one warning in here. Unused variable distance. That's an easy one. We'll just delete it. Yeah, we'll just delete it because I'm not using it. And then what is this? Declared but never used. Oh, okay, so this is in the level editor. This is what's maintaining that list of stuff on the side of the screen. So apparently it's saying I don't use this one and I don't use this one. Don't I though? Entity, I'm counting it. I'm never using it. I'm never printing it. Okay. I guess if I'm never using it, that's reactor platform and cargo box. Let's just remove them. So reactor platform and cargo box I'm not using. Something turned red. There it is. So I'll remove that one. Remove that one. Okay. And then what is this? Body is never used. Okay. So let's just, I was using body before, but now I'm not. So I'm going to do that to make it ignore the warning. And this one as well. There we go. And that one I've already fixed. That one I've already fixed. Let's play it again and see if these warnings reappear. So far looking good. Going into the editor. Coming back out of the editor. Looking good. Let's go blow some stuff up. That guy into the wall. All right. Yeah, that makes that trip back a lot more interesting. A little tight squeeze, and then I'm in the maze. A little fuel. And look, I can see those mines down there. They can't see me, so they're not going to do anything. Max, do you have any opinions about this maze? It's a maze full of dead ends. I wanted a player to kind of explore things, but I don't know that it actually works. I think it might just be boring. There's like an element of not knowing where you are, being a little lost. And there's an element of dead ends that you find. There's also, you know, like surprises, and then killing all the enemies and collecting all the coins and everything. There are some rewards in areas of the maze that you can go to that are optional. You don't need to have gone there. And then there are, you know, enemies and stuff that you have to kill to get the S rank, right? I don't know. And now I'm lost. Oh, I'm lost, right? Not sure which way to go. That's a problem. Maybe it's a problem. Maybe it's okay. Maybe for this one level, it's okay to make the player completely lost. Right here, I'm at a crossroads. I'm like, which way should I go? I've been that path. I've been that path. Let's go this path. There's a green arrow. Yeah, okay, so this is good. And then I've been down there. I've been up. I've been left. So I know I must have to go this way, right? This is okay. Process of elimination. Yikes. Nothing up there. And then this part of the level is all pretty standard. There's only one way to go. Did I get them all? Nope, I missed one. And then, yeah, just come back here and get out. So, yeah, I think that exit is okay. I like having the little landing spots so you can fight these guys. And we should probably put something else in here to make it a little more challenging. And then the exit can be here. Put the exit here. And then we'll close off this. Right? That's interesting. Let's try that. And then this would get activated when you pick up this. So when you pick up this, it activates that. Yeah, that's fine. Are you setting up level objectives? Kill at least XY enemies as you can fly around quickly. It's just moving points. Yeah, it's just more points. It's more points and a better rank. The objectives are always the same. Kill everything, get the reactor core. That's the only objective that's you ever have. There are a couple of levels that don't have a reactor core, and in those you just kill everything and you get out. But every other level, kill everything, blow everything up, get all the coins, get the reactor core, get out. Ammo is infinite. I work on it, so I work on the game every day. Lately, every single day. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and I work on the game as soon as I wake up, every day. The reason I work on it as soon as I wake up is two reasons. One, I wake up early. I usually am up at 5:30 or 6 every single day, and there's nothing else to do. But two, at the beginning of the day is when I have the most energy. And that may not be true for you, but for me, at the beginning of the day, I have the most energy that I'm ever going to have. I grab some water, I grab some coffee, and I get to work. And I'm the most refreshed. I have the most energy. It takes me a few minutes to wake up, but my mind is the clearest. I have the best ideas early in the morning. At the end of the day, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. I want to take a nap. I'm hungry. If I've had a bad day, I'm grumpy. I'm not as creative. I want to go to bed. So I don't do game development at the end of the day. I do it always at the beginning. First thing. Hey, June Word. Glory to the morning, people. Yeah, there's no meetings. It's quiet, you know? Everybody else in my family is still sleeping. There's no interruptions. It's great. And for me, it's a great time to work. All right, so we've got the maze. I think I'm going to keep it in here. I'm going to let playtesters go at this. I think this was interesting, this secret wall, because while I was shooting these guys, I didn't even notice that I'd cleared this wall, and also it has a certain shape that I realize I don't like. Let's change that wall. Let's do that. Like that. Like that. How many coins we got? 19. See, this is why I put this counter here. 19 coins? Are you kidding me? What a terrible number of coins. Oh, 18. Okay, that's sane. That's much better. All right, this will be a secret wall. I think I want to add in some stuff here. Let's do this. Just to make this a more dangerous area for the player. I kind of want that to look like it fits in there. Oh, what has happened? There we go. It looks like it kind of used to be there, fit in there, right? And then I'm going to make it bouncy. It's going to be reflective. So when you're fighting these guys, you have to be careful about these reflective walls because the bullets are going to bounce off. You might blow up the fuel station. You're going to regret that. You're going to wish you hadn't done that. Let's put these guys kind of more central. We've got some fuel up here we can get. Let's make this whole thing reflective. That'll be fun. And this one. Oh, it's like a hall of mirrors. That's what I'm going to call this level. Not the maze. The maze of mirrors. Twisty, bouncy passages, all alike. All right. Yeah, that'll be funner. And then I've got these guys. We've got these 2, 3 mines in here. Let's mine this passage. Right? So you're coming in this way. So you can see them. Right? The player will come in through here. And the player will see those guys, but those guys don't have line of sight to the player yet. So he can choose at this point to avoid them. Right? The player can choose to avoid those mines or choose how he wants to interact with them. He can come over here, get him from this side, come over here, but you can prepare a little bit. If you're paying attention, you can prepare a little bit and then take them on. When you're coming this way, I was noticing as I come around this corner, there's not very much reaction time at all. They almost instantly are on top of you, which is fun, but dangerous. And maybe I make that less dangerous by just having 2 of them. Move them back a little bit like that. Okay. There is fuel here, enticing beautiful fuel. Let's make this dead end a little shorter. And this dead end. Oh, no. Let's keep this dead end like that. Right? So you're flying through here. And then you're like, oh, wait, is that a fuel station down there? I can see a fuel station. Yeah, maybe. Let's do that. Do that. Right, so the player can fly in here and go like, oh man, it's a dead end. Oh, but wait, there's a fuel station down there. And then they can fly out. So it gives them like a little preview, and then they can fly out and then go over here. But as they come down this way, they're going to see these coins and go, maybe I need those. Let's get those. And then they'll notice this passageway, and they'll see these guys, and then they can see this. So you're kind of navigating the whole maze. It kind of leads them through this maze. And then this upper passage was an interesting idea, I think. Let's cut this. And then we'll reconnect like that. Just make it 2 pieces to make it a little easier to handle. Now I can move them separately. I think this upper passage was kind of an idea that I had that was interesting, but I'm going to remove it. I don't think it makes any sense anymore. So I'm going to do that. Right? And so the only way through will be here. You have to come. So there's still only one route, right? It's like this route. But there's all this extra stuff in here, which is optional. And you can get lost in here, but this upper route kind of doesn't have any point to it. You know what I mean? And then this can just be solid like that. Oh, shit. And then what? All of this just becomes. Oof. Let's see. Can I cut across here? And just delete that. And then cut across here. Delete that. And then this can just be, I can fill this in like this. Okay. So then this crossroads just becomes a pathway with a detour. Which is okay. I like that too. And then let's put one of these guys in here because they're super annoying. Let's put one here. And one here. And then these guys patrol. So he needs a patrol point. Let's put him patrolling here and here. And he'll patrol between there and... yeah, let's say here. So this will give the player a clue. There's some of these guys down there. A little foreshadowing, right? So he'll patrol up. You might encounter him up here. You might encounter him here. You might encounter him down here. It's going to depend on how long it takes you to get here. And then this guy's just going to go bop, 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 and just blast away. They're both guarding this entrance, right? Let's play this. What about to have levels as easy and hard? So hard will have more enemies, more tricky minigame, or add trigger to money fuel, which will spawn more enemies. Could do both of those things. Could do both of those things. And I've done that in other levels. But I don't want to... I mean, one thing I've tried to actively avoid is having the player choose their difficulty level, because how can you do that? I don't like the idea of choosing a difficulty level. And I really also like the idea that I've embraced for this game, which is having optional difficulty. So there are some things that, like, it's ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a video game, and it's a single-player video game. I want people to have fun. And if you have fun by just breezing through things and, you know, shooting everything, and that makes you happy, then great. Who am I to argue with that? And if you're the type who can't have fun unless they get everything perfect, then I'm not going to begrudge you that either. So the game tries to accommodate both groups in one level by making things optional. Some things are required, some things are optional. Like, I didn't have to kill those guys. And these guys I don't have to kill either. I could just fly past them. But I want those coins. Like this guy, I could just fly past him, I think. But I'm not going to get an S rank, so I have to deal with him. But this is required. That section is required. This flying challenge there. You have to do it. Oh, that was satisfying. See, and okay, I'm glad I did this, because the maze was pretty boring, actually, before. But now, with these reflective walls, it's fun. You can just be in here and play for a while. And explore. Oh, this is good. I like this. You're just in... you're just in here exploring. Having a good old time. Yikes! How did I miss that guy? Ooh. They're so tiny. Alright, dead end. Dead end, dead end. Oh, but look, there's fuel. I'm gonna go get that fuel. Right, perfect. And so I go back this way. I'm like, aha, I'm gonna get that fuel. But wait, what is that, a coin? Oh wait, I'm gonna get that coin. Oh no, but I only have 1% fuel left. Yikes. And now you're like, do I trust the game designer to have saved me from this? Ah, look, he did. What a thoughtful guy. That John. I was thinking I was going to hate him, but you know what? He really came through. And now you're like, oh, what is this? How do I get in there? Oh, it's a secret wall. Okay. You sneaky jerk. And now you're like, all right, let's go back and get that other fuel that I remember over here. Oh no, where was it? Was it up here? Yeah, I like this uncertainty in the maze that you're not quite sure which way you're going. Ah, and then you see the green waypoint arrow, so you know there's something important down there. The green arrow means that's the direction to the reactor core. Oh, look at this guy. How did he get on that side of it? He's on the wrong side. Alright, there's a bug. Get rid of you. Look at this guy. He ended up on the wrong side of this. Okay, something wrong with the level design there. And then you get this, and now it's showing the blue waypoint marker, which is to the exit. And we're going to head to the exit. And we're going to go this way, and we're going to watch that reactor. Whoa! That was a bad explosion from that asteroid. 6% fuel. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. I'm gonna give myself some fuel, cheat a little bit here. That's interesting that he could shoot out of that. I didn't even notice him really that he was in there until he started shooting at me, which is kind of cool. It's like he's hidden. A little bit of camouflage. Okay. So a couple things. One, I don't have enough fuel to get out. Let's give this fuel station more fuel. Let's give it 1,000 instead of 500. So it's 100% more fuel. The ship carries 1,000 fuel. 1,000 fuel is 100% of fuel in the ship. So 500 extra fuel is another 50% of a tank full. And then you get this, which is enough fuel to get out of here. This all works okay. This guy was in the wrong spot. I don't know how he got on the other side of this. Let's put him there. Let's put this here. And then I'm going to skip back over there and see if that fixes that issue. Come on. Come on. All right. Editor. Let's drag the player over there. Okay. Play from here. I can hear him walking around. There he is. I can hear him walking around, but he's not on this side anymore. He's on the correct side. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm going to try this one more time. Get on up. Go through here. Let's fling this up here. Is that a good toss? Hey, that was a good toss. Oh, he blasted it. That jerk. That was a great toss, and then the guy blew it up. Alright, I think that's a good level. Arcade Soft. It is not a Worms map. It is a Gravity Ace map. And you can find out more about Gravity Ace by going to this link. The game is in early access. It's great. I think it's great. Beld Rama looks like a sick game. Thank you very much. Man, I'm running out of steam. Oh, reward queue. Posture check. That was 2 hours ago. I think I already did that. This is fine. Oh no. Laughter. Reward queue is taken care of. Lagmeister, thanks for the follow. Arcade Soft, thanks for the follow. And Prack, thanks for the follow. And Danny Freckles, thank you for the follow. Stoth and Runtime Tantrum, thank you for the follow. I think I've caught up everybody. Coming up to 4 hours, yeah. Oh my lord, I've got some errands I need to run today. It is what, 10 a.m. I've been streaming since 6:30. What does Twitch say? 3 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah, so we made some good progress today, you guys. Will Milky, thanks for the follow, buddy. So the main thing was we're here at Orion, this milestone, and the goal for that milestone was to have finished 8 levels. And I have not finished 8 levels. Hey, thanks for the follow, Beld. I have not finished 8 levels. I have finished what is in this campaign. I have finished 1, 2, 3, 4 levels, and I have the starts of 1, 2, 3. And actually this, let me open this. This one, room test, I don't need anymore. I've already done that. Right? This was just a test of how rooms might work with different waves. So you get locked in, you kill all this stuff, the door opens. You go in here, the door closes, you kill all this stuff, the door opens, right? I built a level around that idea. So well, I'm not going to delete this one because so the thing I can do now though, well, what is this one? This is cargo room. This was the same idea, but using cargo boxes to open and close the gates, right? I did that one. I didn't do this. I kind of did this one in here, Wheel of Death. Wheel of Death has a room. It's 2 rooms like this. And then cargo control has 3 rooms like this. So I did both of those things, but there's no reason to only have one example of each of these levels. So what I want to do, I have 4 of these. What is this? Oh, that one's the one I've finished. I'm going to put the levels that I've actually done at the top. So I've got Maze of Mirrors. I've got Cargo Control. I've got Roundabout. And I've got Wheel of Death all up here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got these tests. What is Easy Route Test? So this was an idea where you can come in here and you can look and see, look, this tells me that there's one of these guys in here, and I don't want to deal with that. You're the player, right? As the player, you're coming in here, and you're like, all right, this looks simple enough. Oh, look, a choice, a fork in the road, 2 routes. One looks slightly less dangerous, right? That looks dangerous. So you're like, you know what? Screw that guy. I'm going to go this way. But then you're like, oh no, he's in jail. I got to go back and get that guy. Or you could say, screw that guy. I'm getting out of here. Sorry, but screw you. Or you might say, you know what? Oh, yeah. Right? And then we save him. Librarian Wilcox has come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. He's a tough librarian. And then you can get out. Okay, so I do think I want this moment in a level somewhere. So I'm going to keep that. So I've got all these tests, right, that I've done. How come it didn't save? Oh, I didn't click save. That's why. I'm like, why didn't it save this? Because you didn't click save. Wheel of Death. And you up here. Roundabout, Cargo Control, Wheel of Death, and Maze of Mirrors. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think one of these is enough, but I can make another one of these and another one of these. That would get me to 6 levels, and then do two levels that are kind of like this with alternate routes, an easy route and a hard route. I can do 2 of those, and that will get me to 8 levels. So this one I'm going to delete. These 3 I'm going to delete. Room test, cargo room test, unnamed. Room test. Although this could be... No, I don't like that. I'm going to delete it. I was going to say I could use this as a skeleton for another level, but let's not. Let's delete it. And then cargo room test. I could use this one as a skeleton for a level, but I'm not. Let's just delete it. And then what is this thing? Unnamed. This was our juggling experiment. And I'm going to keep it in mind, but I'm going to delete it because this isn't working. We'll figure out how to do that at some point. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Maze, roundabout, cargo control, wheel of death, maneuvering. How come these are still there? Did they not delete? I should add a delete button here. Okay, now they're gone. Something wrong with my campaign serialization logic in there. So I've got a maneuvering test, which is this easy route test. What is maneuvering test again? Yeah. This was just testing out a different way. So I think I do actually want another one of these levels as well. So this is one where you're going in, out, and there's a tricky maneuver you have to do to get this thing out of there. I want to keep that as well. So this will be, that one is going to go with Roundabout. Roundabout has that same idea, right? So I have Roundabout, maneuvering test, and I'm going to rearrange the order of these levels at some point. I'm just putting them next to each other so I can remember. And then easy route test is a whole new concept. So I'll have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 are done. I'm going to add this one, which is another instance of this. That'll get me to 5. I'm going to do another instance of this, which will get me to 6. Another instance of this, which will get me to 7. And then a new type of level here for alternate routes. That will get me 8 or 9, maybe 10 levels, right? Of that's a good start. That's a good start. And then I can come up with some more new concepts, like the juggling concept is interesting. Maybe I can create something along those lines. Yeah. Anyway, I feel pretty good now. We have 4 in the can, and I have a good solid plan for the next 4 to get us back on track to have 8 levels done. All right. That's good. let's go raid somebody, shall we? I don't know who's up. I don't know who's around. Max is here. Let's go raid Max, you guys. Max is great. Max is a good friend of mine. I hung out with Max last night.
I think I'm older than all of you.
And Max is making a great game called Flock of Dogs. And he's a scholar and a gentleman, and he knows a lot about physics. He actually worked at CERN for a while. And Flock of Dogs is a game about flying dogs traveling on an adventure. Their base is a flying whale. It's an 8-player local and multiplayer co-op game. There's camping. There's all kinds of fun stuff. And he's working on the network code and a bunch of other stuff. So let's go say hi to Max. I think you guys will really enjoy it. And let's see, it's Saturday. I'll be back Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And really appreciate everybody showing up today and helping me out and helping me choose a release date and talking through the issues I'm having with me. I loved the ideas that you guys had. Thanks for the subscribe and the follows. Go to gravityace.com. Come join me on my Discord. I've got another YouTube video coming out Monday. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for dropping in, everybody. And I will see you soon. All right, here we go. We're going to go see Max. Adios, everybody. Have a good one. Have a great weekend.